Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be ranking all of my Louis Vuitton bags from best to worst. So the reason why I thought of doing this is because probably the most question that I got on my mini bags video was why I didn't include my Alma BB or my Spirone BB backpack in that video. And honestly, just because for me, I don't really consider BB bags mini bags. Like a Nano Speedy and an Alma BB are two different categories. I feel like just the BB collection is more just a small version of any original sized bag, so that's why. Also guys, if you did notice, my background is a little bit different. I did add some shelves. I don't know if I posted about it on my Instagram story or not, but I do have a vlog coming up with me building it and putting together. I'm still just trying to rearrange stuff. So I initially bought it for all of my manga, as you can see, so they're on both of the top shelves, but I need to buy another shelf at IKEA for the bottom one. So I have some bags on it right now, but I honestly don't know if I'm going to keep the bags up there, if I'm going to put the bags back in the box, just because, yeah, I haven't decided yet, but I'm just playing around with it. So if you guys have any questions about the background, don't worry, a vlog will be coming up with that. Alrighty, so I'm going to be doing the same kind of concept. So it's not going to be my favorite bag per se in terms of design or aesthetic. It's really just going to be on the bags that I use the most and I really just get cost per wear out of, and price point too, depending on. But all of my Louis Vuitton bags are fairly priced. I don't really have crazy expensive ones like the original boite Chapeau. Like that one's like $5,000 almost. Like I don't have anything crazy like that. But yeah, so let's just get into it. Okay, so my first one is gonna come to no surprise to anyone. I really just have to force myself to use this bag, but it is the Speedy 30 in the damier ebene. So this was my first Louis Vuitton bag ever. I was either like in 9th grade or 10th grade. That was when YouTube really just started, like 10 to 12 years ago, when people started filming what's in my bags, and every single girl under the sun had this. So I would say this is my first influencer, like influenced bag, I guess. Like before being an influencer was a thing, everybody had this bag, either in the monogram or the damier ebene is of course like the most classic Louis Vuitton Speedy style. If you guys didn't know this, the damier ebene is actually the first Louis Vuitton canvas. Monogram came afterwards. A lot of people actually think monogram came first, but it's actually the damier ebene. Even though I don't use this bag, the Louis Vuitton Speedy 30 is the quintessential Louis Vuitton bag. I know that the B25 or the 25 bag, actually no, let's be honest, the B25 is just the most popular Speedy size, and it is more user-friendly. It's smaller. I've seen it in person. I low-key want it, but I have my Celine bag, so I don't need it. But anyways, that's beside the point. I did use this all the time because this was my first designer bag ever, so I use this to death, and it honestly is still in really good condition. Even the handles right here, I don't have any glazing issues. Okay, hold on, let me just show you. Yeah, you can't even tell. There's no freaking way you can tell. But right here, there's one just little nick. But other than that, I have zero glazing issues with this at all. And this bag is easily 14 years old, around there. But this bag is literally in pristine condition. I do know that recently Louis Vuitton did change their treated leather for the damier ebene. Mine is shiny, but I think it's matte now, I believe. So this is literally, I mean, I have it stuffed, that's why it's shaped like this, because I don't use this, but obviously it has the red interior. It's like crazy stuff right now. It does have one pocket right here. So yeah, I don't use this at all, but I will never sell this just because, one, it's not just the sentimental value of it being my first bag. I mean, that plays a really big part too. It's just so classic. A Louis Vuitton 30, regardless of if you use it or not, like this is the Louis Vuitton bag. Even though of course it's not popular price point now for the Speedy 30, not bandolier. I'm pretty sure when my mom bought this for me when I was little, I honestly want to say this is probably less than $800 for sure. I know this wasn't $1,000 because the Louis Vuitton prices back then was a lot cheaper. I would say this maybe like $600 to $800 around there. This is my least used bag, but this is this is the Louis Vuitton bag that does mean the most to me. I do want to point out the main reason why I don't use this, for those of you are wondering, is just because the size of it is quite large. And obviously, since it is a top handle bag, it does get pretty heavy. I mean, the bag itself is not heavy, but obviously if you stuff it to as much capacity as you want it to, it will get pretty heavy. I think if I ever do use this, I mean not if, when I do use this in the future, I'll probably use this kind of as like a mini duffel bag to travel with. Maybe just put it on top of my suitcase or something. But I definitely have to force myself to use this bag, to be honest, just because there's no strap, it does make it a little bit harder to use. But yeah, so I don't want to say now, but I definitely feel like 7 years ago and plus, every single person bought a Louis Vuitton Speedy 30 as their first bag, whereas now I feel like most people gravitate towards the Speedy B25, which makes sense, it's way more practical. But yeah, this was the bag back in the day. Okay, this is actually really difficult, but so my next one is going to be my Spirone BB backpack. So don't get me wrong, I really like this backpack. I think it's super cute, super casual. Obviously it is in the damier azure print. I wish they came out with this bag in the monogram. I know that they just came out, well, not just came out, but a couple months back they came out with the updated Montsouris backpack, and I personally don't like it. I'm not saying it's ugly, I wouldn't buy it. That's all I'm gonna say to that. But if they came out with this exact style with monogram, I would have preferred that personally. I love how much lighter it is. I feel like this versus the Palm Springs mini backpack are just very different. This is very slouchy, very casual, kind of like the good girl, and then the Palm Springs mini is like the edgy bad twin sister, you know what I mean? They're just so different. Like one's vachetta, one's black treated leather, but they both do have adjustable straps, so you can take these out of like this. The only thing is that this I've tried to wear it crossbody and it doesn't cut the mustard, let me tell you that much. Okay, so this is definitely a backpack for sure. I feel like this would be travel backpack. I don't know, like if you go to Europe or something, I feel like somebody could pickpocket you pretty easily. But in terms of just like relaxed day, like going to the beach, going to OC, like Laguna or something like that, this would be really nice, just day-to-day kind of, you know, just like a shopping backpack, which is really cute. The pocket in the front is actually super useful. One of my favorite things about this backpack is like you could literally fit a phone in here. Like, do you see my entire hand goes inside of here? The front backpack is super user friendly. You can keep a water bottle in the actual main compartment as well. And I actually do have a smorga organizer for this. I think I featured it in a video one time, but I do have an organizer in here just because I wanted to add some more pockets, you know, in case you wanted to add stuff like that. It does help shape it, so if I ever wanted to seat it on my new bookshelf, it would seat perfectly because of the smorga, so that's really nice. So I do like this backpack, but in terms of all my Louis Vuitton bags, I do not use this one as much. And of course, you guys know I do have a lot of backpacks, so that's why I don't use this one as much. But I still think this is really cute for something really casual. And if you guys don't like the monogram but you still want just kind of like a very casual backpack, I think this would be a really cute choice. Alrighty, so my next bag is going to be, okay, from here on out I use all of these bags, okay, all of these bags, but I just really had to buckle down and rate them as of the person that I am today, not the person that I was like 10 years ago. Okay, so the next bag is my Louis Vuitton Neverfull MM. This is my second Louis Vuitton bag that I ever got, and it's beat up. If you just want to compare, I mean, I feel like you still can't pick it up, but you can actually can. Do you see how much darker this is compared to this? This bag is only maybe 3 years old or so, whereas this is easily like 10 years old. So the vachetta on this is super dirty. So this was my go-to college bag. I would fit my laptop in here, my notebooks, everything. My biggest worry when I first started using the bag was that the leather right here was going to crack, but here, let me show you a close-up. Literally no cracking whatsoever. Like, definitely for sure there's discoloration. Do you see there's like water spots right here, and it's discolored for sure. You guys even see right here, this chunk, it's discolored, and it even is like kind of coming off a little bit as compared to it's more even on this side. Do you guys see that difference? I can't say anything about Louis Vuitton bags now because I feel like we all know that quality control with Louis Vuitton and Chanel in particular, it's just gone downhill for sure. A lot of brand new Louis Vuitton bags have issues. The inside, I actually am using this bag right now. Oh, sorry, I locked it. So this is the inside of the bag. So when I first got my Neverfull MM, I know now when you buy Neverfulls, they do come with a little pouch. Mine didn't come with a pouch because back then they didn't give that to you, but I know that they made the bag more expensive by adding the pouch, and I genuinely believe that they added the pouch because Goyard, if you buy a Goyard St. Louis tote, which is essentially this but a little bit less structured, theirs comes with a pouch, and I feel like they copied them and raised the prices on it to add the pouch. I wish you at least had the choice. If you didn't want the pouch, you could just buy it without it and it would be cheaper, but that's just a different story entirely. I have been using this bag just because I don't have my Dior book tote right now because I'm getting it personalized. So I've been using this just to carry all my knickknacks and stuff. My laptop was in there, but I just took it out. But the inside of this is so dirty. It is so dirty. I don't even want to show you how dirty this is. I really do love this bag. I used it all the time. The reason why it's just lower on the list is just comparatively speaking, I don't use this bag as much, but I actually do want to buy another one of these, but I either want to buy it in the damier ebene or the monogram. I haven't decided, but I know I do want to add another Neverfull just because this is so old. I mean, I don't need another tote bag, but I just want one. You know the difference? Okay. The next bag I'm going to show you is actually my mom's bag, but she did give it to me. So it is the Louis Vuitton Navona bag. So it does have the vachette on the bottom, which is why it's different than the pochette. I remember on my first Louis Vuitton collection video, everybody was correcting me, and you guys were 100% right. So this one is different because it has the treated leather on the bottom. But yeah, I really like this bag. I remember I did use this when I was like in high school. It's a great over the shoulder bag. It's super light, super easy. It matches with everything. I really like this bag, honestly. It's just, I don't want to say it's on the bottom. I just, out of all the other bags that I use, I don't use this one as much just because the size doesn't fit that much. But on the other flip side, I like how small this is because sometimes you don't want to carry around a big bag or even a medium-sized bag. You want something that's small enough. It is stuffed a little bit just to keep it shape. The only downside I would say is that the strap is not detachable. I mean, technically it is, but you would have to take it off like this. I wish it was clipped on both sides, whereas this one, it's like a knot. Hold on, let me just show you. Do you see this? So that's how you take off the strap right here, but I don't really want to do that. This bag is easily, because my mom bought this bag is easily almost like 17 years old and no cracking. Look, absolutely no cracking at all. Super shiny. Even right here, great condition. But yeah, I think this bag is easily like 17 years old because my mom got this when she was younger as well, but love it. Okay, so the next bag is probably in my top 3 favorite Louis Vuitton bags that I own. It is discontinued, which I feel like it would just give it away, but I genuinely use this to death, and it is this one. I believe this is called the Louis Vuitton Totally MM size. They no longer carry this bag anymore, and I know some people say this does look like a diaper bag, and you know, it could be a diaper bag in the future. I'm never gonna sell this, so I could use it in a diaper bag if I have kids. But basically it has these 2 super large pockets, and I mean super large pockets, okay? The strap on this is very long, and the straps are thicker if you want to compare it. Do you see how the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, the straps are a lot thinner, so this one could dig into your shoulders a little bit, whereas because these straps are wider, this is a lot more comfortable. And then my favorite thing about this bag is that this bag does have a zipper on top. I mean, I love the fact that there's a zipper and the pockets on the outside. This is just such a great travel bag, everyday bag. I don't even want to say a mom bag because I used this to death when I was in college. I would use this as well when I traveled. I used this like when me and my family went on a cruise. I would use this bag just because it could hold so much. There's so many pockets in here, so I also do have it stuffed, and I do have a smorgasbord organizer in here, but it has this big pocket right over here, and then I also have some side pockets right over here. As of right now, this is my go-to movie theater bag. Obviously movie theaters are not open right now, but yeah, this is, anytime I'm gonna go see a movie, I use this bag because of the zipper on top so nobody can see. Again, like I said, they did discontinue this bag, but if they ever bring it back, I would highly recommend trying it on in store and checking it out. It's so great. Like, people that have issues with the Neverfull, feeling too vulnerable, blah, this would really just check all the boxes. I love this bag. Super special. Love it. So the next one is another discontinued bag, and it is the EVA Clutch. This one does come with a long leather strap. I honestly don't know where it is. I think it's in one of my old Louis Vuitton boxes, but it's just, it got so discolored that I just took it off, and I use this more as kind of like a cute little shoulder bag like this when I do use it. But I could always add my Alma BB strap onto this, and it's totally fine. I loved this bag when I first got it. Ironically, I was debating between this and this one, and I got these 2 bags at the same time, and I use these ones both equally as much, but this was my go-to bag. If I went to Disneyland, I use this bag. If I was going out, like let's say me and my friends are going clubbing, I use this bag. Going to dinner, I use this bag. Just going to the mall, I use this bag. This was my go-to every single day bag. I do not know why they discontinued this. So this one is the monogram version of the EVA Clutch, which I love because it says Louis Vuitton right here in cursive, which I think is super cute. And I love how small it is. Whereas I know the damier ebene and the damier azur one, it's like this gold plate right here, which, I mean, it's cute, but I do like this one more. I don't know, I just love how like low-key this one is, and I love that it comes with a chain. So the chain is not fully detachable. As you can see, it's stuck on this side. but you can take it off if you want to like loop this on your pants. If you want to turn this into a fanny pack, you totally could, and just loop it around your jeans and kind of turn it into a belt bag, so to speak. Only use this as a crossbody bag or just like a cute over the shoulder bag. Yeah, it doesn't look like it, but it can fit so much, and that is why I love this bag. I don't really have anything else to say about it. It's great. I don't know why they discontinued it. I think anybody that owns the EVA Clutch will tell you the same thing. This bag is amazing. I don't know why they discontinued it. Some of you guys asked me if I would ever get the Louis Vuitton favorite, and no, I don't know, there's just something about it. I'm not a big fan. If I had to choose between the favorite and the Pochette accessoire, I would rather just get the Pochette accessoire personally. I don't know, the way that it like closes and stuff, it's just not my vibe. This is my EVA Clutch. I use it to death, and I mean to death. Okay, so the next one is my Louis Vuitton Nano Speedy. Yes, it is my Nano Speedy. So right now I do have a little fluff ball on it just to kind of accessorize it. I really want to put a twilly on here, but these handles are so small, it's kind of difficult, so I need to practice more on putting twillies on tinier handles. I've made 1,000 videos about this, so I won't talk too much, but again, I'll just repeat a couple major points. I hate that the strap is not removable. Absolutely hate it. If it was removable, I feel like this bag would literally jump up 5 points. Another downside of the Nano Speedy is getting in and out of this bag is a bit more difficult because the opening is quite small. So if you do stuff it, I mean, this bag positives, obviously, so adorable. Like, do you just see this circumference? When you just compare it like this is the cutest thing. Visually, this is the cutest bag. If we're talking about aesthetic, honestly, this is number one. 1,000, no questions. However, usability wise, one, because it's vachetta right here, it does get discolored. My handles, okay, the light, my ring light is a little too bright. I'll try to insert a picture of what this looks like right now, but it's dirty. I'm debating on getting those 99% water baby wipes and just coating the whole thing and just making it darker because I can't stand it getting dirty. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. I do use this a lot though for just kind of a grab and go bag. You can just put like your car keys, a little hand sanitizer, phone, lotion, even a camera, but it is still pretty high on the list. This is like mid-tier, I feel. So yeah. So the bag in 4th place of my most used Louis Vuitton bag, and it might be kind of shocking, but it is the Louis Vuitton bum bag. Yes, I feel like, did you guys expect this to be in top 3, or did you guys actually expect this to be on the bottom? So I dislike this bag because I wish it was smaller. I really do wish it was smaller, but contradicting myself, I enjoy this bag because it can hold so much. So the size of this is really nice because you can literally fit so much in here. It's actually crazy. Okay, so let me just show you an example. So I got this Starbucks bottle. It's so cute. There's like cherry blossoms all around it. Okay, anyways, so this bottle, size of my head, okay, literally fits in here, no problem whatsoever. So even with the bottle inside, you still have so much room in here. You can fit even a Louis Vuitton long wallet. Maybe not the zippy wallets, because I know that the Louis Vuitton zippy wallets are huge, but just their normal wallets, compact wallets, whatever, you can totally fit this in here with a water bottle, so you can stay hydrated. Yeah, it's super comfortable even with the water bottle in here. I personally wouldn't wear this as an actual bum bag slash fanny pack just because it's too big. I really wish they came out with a PM size for this. I feel like that would sell so well. I know that the black one, they have of this in that kind of, what is it? It's like the Louis Vuitton wavy. See, I don't even like that collection enough to even know what it's called, okay? But I'll put a picture of it somewhere here. The size of that one is phenomenal, okay? Phenomenal. I know that they have it in the empreinte leather as well, which is genuinely really cute. I really like it in the black, and even the tan one is cute, but if I had to choose between either or, I would pick the black one for sure. But this is more kind of a across the body bag. You can use it, I like to flip it over on the back, or you can wear it on the front. It's super easy to get access in between. I have tons of videos on this as well, or maybe not tons, but I think I have at least 2 videos on this bum bag, so you can, I'll just link those videos down below if you want a further, more in-depth review on this. Probably the only worry that I have with this bag is if you adjust this belt loop a lot, it could crease and it could also discolor unevenly. So that's my only thing, is I set this, I don't touch it. That's just how it is. I think this is a really well thought out bag. It is definitely more casual, more kind of trendy-ish, I would say, because of course it is a bum bag. But I think this is a great bag for people of all ages, guys, girls. Like, this is definitely unisex, very universal, even though it's kind of trendy-ish. So yeah. Okay, so second and third place was very, very difficult for me to choose, but I did it. I did pick it. So my third place is going to be my boite Chapeau souple bag. Yes, okay. I feel like some of you guys are shocked that this is in third place, but I actually love this bag. I'll just say one con about this bag that I do have to say is the strap. And I know some people love the strap. I know that they created this strap to be versatile, but I really don't like the look of this perforation right over here. I wish that this was a choice. I wish that when you bought this bag, you either, because I know that they make the perforation so you can adjust it with the buckle. When this first came out ever, the main selling point of this bag was that you could turn it into a backpack crossbody. You can wear this bag I think 2 to 3 different ways, but I just wear this as a crossbody. That's it at the end of the day. So I wish they sold this as just a straight bag. I don't like that there's just all of these lines across, but other than that, I love this bag. I love this bag so much. The normal original boite Chapeau is extremely expensive. It's like $4,800 to $5,000 almost. The main reason why I didn't get the boite Chapeau original one, not just the price point, but it's the price point in terms of practicality. Aesthetically, that bag is super cute, super stylish. When I saw Selena Gomez come out of the airport with that bag, I was like, oh my goodness, I need to have this bag. And then I saw the price point and I was like, oh, it hurts, but it is really cute. It is quintessential Louis Vuitton trunk, right? Because it is a hat box, so it's extremely structured, whereas this one is a souple version, so it's a lot softer, more user-friendly for every day. I really like this bag because if you can see right here, I love the tag right here. It's super, super cute. This is probably my favorite detail about this bag. I just love how lifted it is. Do you see that? Oh my gosh, it's so cute, as opposed to it just being a flat metal monogram. So the last two, I think we all know what these last two bags are, okay? So the number 2 choice is definitely going to be my Palm Springs Mini. I feel like you guys are so annoyed that I keep talking about this bag, but I genuinely do love this bag. This bag is hype for a reason. I think that if they made a separate option where they did vachetta, so they obviously, this is with the black treated leather, so if they had the black treated leather and they made this backpack with the vachetta trim, I feel like it would just, oh, it would be so cute. It's for the people that aren't really into black, because that was my major hesitation at first, was because of the black, but I've grown to love it. But because it's black and brown, this literally, and I mean literally, goes with anything. Everything and anything. Of course, I do have a chain on mine because it does make opening and closing this a lot easier. You don't need the chain. This chain does not come with it. I did buy it separately from organizemybag.com. Highly recommend. My favorite way to wear this bag is crossbody, but you can of course wear this as a backpack because it is a Palm Springs mini backpack. This does come in reverse monogram again. Probably another one of my most asked questions is people that find the reverse monogram and then they ask me, should I just get reverse because they don't have the mono? And my answer to that is always the same, is no, because this is the only thing. If you want monogram and you're only buying reverse monogram because this one is sold out, don't get it, because you're gonna regret it. I think reverse monogram does look really cute. In my personal opinion, I do think that just the regular monogram matches with more. It's just the tone of the reverse monogram, that light brown with the like light dark brown, I just don't feel like it matches with as much. Yeah, it's special in terms of the fact that not a lot of people have the reverse monogram, so if that's what you care about, because literally everyone under the sun has this one. It's just kind of the same concept with the Neverfull MM. People say that if you have the Neverfull MM, you're basic, but the reason why everyone has the Neverfull is because it's such a great bag, and the reason why everyone has this one in monogram, it's because this is also a great bag as well. It can fit a lot. Yeah, the front pocket puts a lot of people off because I'm just gonna say it's unusable, but you can use it if you really wanted to. You can put coins in here, you could squeeze in a lip balm, but it's so hard to get in and out of here that I just never use it, being 100% honest with you. And this bag in and of itself fits a lot that you don't even need to bother with this front pocket. I do have review videos on this bag, but I would just like to say for those of you that haven't watched my reviews on this bag, is that if you get the one made in the US, the top of this is going to be misaligned slightly. So if you look right over here, mine is made in the US, so do you see how this one is like 1/3 up and then there's 2/3 space right here? If you are able to find the one made in France, this top handle is going to be actually perfectly in the center. I just would say be careful when you do buy PSMs, because these are so hard to find. If you are able to find one in store, just make sure you really look it over. Don't just get excited because, oh my goodness, like there's a PSM in store. No, really look at the bag and make sure that the quality of it is really good, because I feel like also the Palm Springs minis, even though they're really hard to get, it's just the quality inconsistencies with the Palm Springs minis just vary so much. Sometimes the actual canvas is misaligned, the tab right here isn't pushed in enough, so you can't even see that it says Louis Vuitton Paris. Just a lot of things, so just make sure you get a good one. But in terms of just design, this is a great bag, super functional, goes with everything. I love it so much. And then obviously my favorite Louis Vuitton bag is definitely going to be my Alma BB. So wow, where do I get started? So there's so many things that I love about this bag. So the first thing that I love about this bag are the handles of this bag. And if you want to compare it, the size of the handles to the Nano Speedy, do you see how much smaller these handles are? So this bag is extremely comfortable to wear in the crook of your arm. You can also wear this crossbody. I don't have the strap on it right now just because the strap is on the inside, but the strap is detachable as well. I used to wear this bag all the time crossbody, and actually recently in the last probably year, I've actually worn the Alma BB more as a top handle bag. If anything, it's just so comfortable, so easy to use. The first week that I got my Alma BB, I was stupid back then. I didn't know better. That Vachetta, I don't know, I just thought this bag was indestructible against rain. Idiot. So mine does have pretty bad water damage on the bottom. You could clearly see this part. This bag was fresh out the box, okay, and it was sprinkling one day. I think I was going to get sushi or something, and when I got back home I was like, oh, I thought it would just evaporate, right, the water droplets, but no, it's left pretty bad water damage stains. I was thinking of using the baby wipes again and just kind of like wiping it to maybe make it just like an even color. I'll probably vlog that if I do decide to do that, and I'm leaning towards this because I get so tired of seeing these water spots. It's such a classic Louis Vuitton bag. Yes, the Speedy super classic, but the Alma and the Speedy both are the quintessential Louis Vuitton bags. Obviously the original Alma is bigger, and because the shape of this bag, you can't fit that much. Like you can fit a decent amount, but because the shape goes up like this, and obviously the base of the bottom, oh, it does have little feet too, which is nice. Do you see how dirty this is? Oh, right there. Do you see how dirty the base of mine is? I've used this to death, but oh well, you know, scuff marks are scuff marks. Obviously the base of the bag you can fill more, but if you try to fill it all the way up to the top, it's gonna get pretty awkward. So I wouldn't say this fits that much, but this definitely can fit the bare necessities. I just feel like this bag goes with everything, and I mean every single freaking thing. I think this bag is way easier to use than the Nano Speedy because the opening goes all the way to the bottom. You can so easily navigate through this, whereas for example the Nano Speedy, the opening is just on the top, so to completely open this and get through it is a little bit more difficult. I know that the Alma BB is probably the most popular in the damier ebene size. I feel like most celebrities have it. Rihanna has it in that one. I know a couple other celebrities have it in the damier ebene. I mean, I honestly debated on getting the damier ebene as well just because I love this bag so much, but I'm like, Maggie, relax, you don't need two of the same bags, okay? However, they did recently come out with a new epi leather of the Alma BB, which I think is so cute. They have it in orange and just like pink, black, but the main kicker, I mean, the epi leather on its own, oh, I think there's a navy one too, which is magnifique, right? But the main thing that I love about the updated one is the strap on it is so nice. It's like their own version of a jacquard strap. It's amazing. If they added those kind of straps to the pochette accessoire, you know, I would think about it a little bit. It's such a great style design. It just goes with everything. It's chic, and I think Sweetie has the Alma BB in the monogram. If anyone asks me the Alma BB versus another Louis Vuitton bag, I will always pick the Alma BB. I love this bag so much. And I think price point, I do know that it did get a little bit more expensive because at the time that I bought this, I believe it was around $1,100. When I bought it, in terms of price point, I think it is a really reasonable price point. With the price increases, I think the max, and this is like the really just the tip of the iceberg that I would spend to rebuy this bag would be $1,700. That's just because I love this bag so much. And if you just try it on in store, next time you go into a Louis Vuitton store, ask to try on any of the Alma BBs, you're just gonna love it. The handle, the size, the way it just falls against your body, either crossbody, if you take off the strap and you just wear it as is, you're just gonna love it. And if you hate the Alma BB, let me know in the comments down below, because I would love to discuss this. So this is the #1 spot. I feel like the only con would be the fact that it's vachetta, but that's really a personal preference. Some people really just don't like vachetta, how high maintenance it is. But other than that, I really have nothing bad to say about this bag. Alrighty guys, so we are all finished finally. So it was actually 11 bags, not 10 bags. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of updated Louis Vuitton 2021 collection and best and worst. Out of all the Louis Vuitton bags that you guys have in your collection, what is your favorite Louis Vuitton bag? And I could just bet you it's either gonna be the Speedy B25 and the Damier Bean, or it's gonna be the Palm Springs Mini. I feel like those are just gonna be like the top 2 bags for sure. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps support my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Because when I was laying out all my mini bags on the floor, it was very difficult for me to choose.